Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Kale is moving. Her friend brings her some very expensive looking housewarming roses. The producer is wearing a Titanic shirt, which would actually be more appropriate to wear to Janelle's sinking house. But don't worry, Kale is almost as much as a hot ass mess. Jade's parents are still in jail. Sean has been texting her and it sounds like he's doing better, she says. I'm not sure how well you can hear that over text, but okay. He even offers to babysit since her parents are a little bit unavailable at the moment. Briana announces that she did something spontaneous. Got an STD from your deadbeat baby daddy? No, that wasn't for a few more months later. She bought a house! Brittany is happy that she thought of her family and that it's something to be proud of. Of course Brittany is happy about this, literally free housing for her and her mom, because yes, Briana will be moving them both in with her. Yeah, I just don't understand this. Some people say it's a cultural thing. I'm Spanish too. And it's like, give me my privacy. I do not want to live with my parents past the age of 18 and my sisters, brothers. Like, honestly, if I had that level of money, maybe buy them a separate house so you're still supporting them but kind of keeping that distance. But all living in the same place? No thanks. At some point you need to be independent, and just learn to do things for yourself. I know Briana doesn't have the baby's dad to help them, but it doesn't mean they can't come over. It's just living there all the time. I just don't understand it. Despite having multiple rooms now, Briana didn't even consider John in this equation. She told him about it, but didn't exactly invite him to move down, at all. He's coming to visit her, and she once again admits she doesn't even want him to come. Why are these two even still together at this point when she seems to hate seeing him? You know how whenever Leah starts the scene, she's talking to someone, she's like, hey girl, hey. Well, her sister is special, she gets a hi bitch hi. Instead, I sense some bitterness there, like Leah wanted to be the next one with the unintended pregnancy on this show. Anyway, not too much going on there. The new school year is starting, and Allie is getting a new aide again. And that date that Jeremy promised Leah seems to have vanished into thin air. Chelsea has been meditating before this upcoming event with Lori Bell from the clothing company, but she is still extremely anxious. Her hope is that Lori still wants her around permanently, and she's so afraid that she's gonna screw things up. So she goes into freak out mode where she demands something every 2 seconds and Cole is just replying to everything like, yes ma'am, right away, I will drive at the exact speed you want to ma'am, wherever you want to go. If you want to go to your ex's house, that's fine, I'll do whatever you say, Chelsea. Then Aubrey's like, can I have some food, guys? And they basically react like, oh my god, Aubrey, calm down. I found it very interesting that Cole was actually disciplining Aubrey and telling her to calm down. I think he secretly wanted to say that to Chelsea, who was freaking out and made everyone stop and go to the bathroom 5 minutes before the event. But he kind of redirected it to Aubrey because he didn't want to face that kind of meltdown from Chelsea. Kale has almost all the stuff out of her house. Even Lincoln asks why it's clean for once. Javi makes a surprise reappearance and asks what she's doing with the house. She jokingly asks if he can sell it for her. No, but since her bathroom is empty now, maybe a quick hookup is in order? It's Mother's Day and Jade is working at her grandma's restaurant. Her mom is still in jail, so she just eats with her stepsister and Sean. Jade allows Sean to babysit, but kinda insults him in the process. Chelsea has managed to go to the clothing event without exploding into a red flannel-covered mess, so good for her. Briana picks John up from the airport. It literally goes like this. Oh, you're here. How art thou, John? Okay, why are they still together? I would say that they hated each other, but that would imply that they actually had some passion. They literally look like they are in calculus class while they are with each other. Like, they just do not care about the other person's existence. They are so bored. It's awkward, it's silent, it's boring. They openly admit to not even wanting to visit each other. Please, please, put this sad relationship to sleep. John says that his family wished that Briana had interacted a bit more with them. She says it was an okay trip, and he's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I'm never coming back though. Their relationship wasn't always like this if you watch old episodes. I think the turning point was when she got those messages that may or may not have been fake from the pregnant girl. I think underneath it all, she kind of did believe it, or at least he didn't do enough to convince her that it was fake. And from there on, it just killed her interest. As for why they continue to beat this dead horse of a relationship, please sound off in the comments below because I have no idea. Leah packs lunch for her girls' first day. A far step ahead from when she brought them to school starving with no food, late. while they begged her to feed them. Sean watches Chloe unsupervised for the first time in a long time. I guess Sean's Tinder dried up because he's going on and on about how Jade is so beautiful and gorgeous and he wants to get back together. And then he smiles with those grody ass teeth, and I wonder how this could possibly win Jade back, but it probably will. Kale brings her kids to the new house and they're all super excited. It should really be their house. They're the reason that she has the money for it. Briana says to John, I don't know what's going to happen when you come down here. You still want him to move here with you? John, for some ungodly reason, still thinks they should live together. But Briana flat out says that those extra rooms in her house, that's for her mom and sister, not him. She even says, obviously you're not going to live there. My mom's there. That would be weird. Yeah, it is weird. John is pretty speechless at this incredibly awkward conversation, and who can blame them? End it. I cannot stand seeing this much longer. Sean attempts to make up with Jade and apologizes. She says, you were too stupid to listen to me. I told you in the first place what to do to improve our relationship, and you're the one who pushed me away. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom 2. How many seconds until Jade and Sean are back together? Why don't Briana and John put this relationship out of its misery? How is Kale going to hide that extra room she's planning for a special someone in that new house? Chris! Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for Teen Mom recaps every week.